Do you see what I see? Well, I'm back out beating through the woods again today. And there's my first target. A horseshoe. Alright, I'm going to put that where I can get it on the way out. I'm not going to carry that around all day. Let's see what else we can find. Well, my next target is a pretty high signal. So I know it's not solid gold. I'm guessing gold plated, but I can see a design on it. I'm guessing some sort of a locket, or back to a small pocket watch, maybe a woman's watch. It's got kind of a neat design on it, though. I'll have to clean it up more when I get home. Now, my next signal rang up pretty high. It's the insides of a clock or watch, and something I'm not sure what it is. Alright, let's move on. Well, there's my next target. I am not sure what this is yet. I haven't cleaned it up. It's got kind of a clip on the side. There's a hole in one end. It's open on the other end. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I'll get back to you. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Looks like there was a cap on this side that flipped open. This is like a little switch of sorts. Not quite sure what this is. I'll have to do a little research. If anybody knows what that is, put it in the comments. Here's my next target. It was a screamer, and just under the surface. Let me clean it up a little, I'll get back to you. Alright, what we got here is a pretty fancy brooch. The way I can tell is the back. There's the remains of the clip that would hook in here, the pin. But that is pretty cool. I like that one. That one will definitely go on my display case. Got flower patterns on the front. Alright, nice find. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, let's see what else we can find out here. And the first ball jar lid of the day. Alright, I don't know how long I'm going to be out today. The mosquitoes are a little thick out here today. Well, there's a surface find of what probably would have been a pretty cool jar, but the top's broken off of it. That's too bad. Oh well, I'll keep looking. Well, there's my next target. It's a cap off something. It says Woodworth. I think it says fancy, but it's spelled funny. Almost like F-I-A-N-C-E-E. And it says New York. It's got a little design around the edge of it. Something I'm going to have to research, see what Woodworth was. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, there's my next target. Some kind of a little ring with an eye screw on it. Not sure what that's for. Had that pop out of the hole too. Alright, let's keep going. I am stoked. Look at that. It's got a cool patterns all the way around it. There's a little star and something else. I don't know if it's an anchor. But that is most definitely silver. Look how clean that is on the inside. Wow. Wow. I can give up and go home right now if I wanted. That's my find for today. I don't know. I found 3 or 4 thimbles out here now, but that's got to be the nicest one yet. And it rang up just like those ball jar lids. Maybe a little higher. That's how I thought maybe it was a silver coin at first. I'm loving it. All right, let's keep going. I also ordered this neat little fines box, so when you're not using your backup battery, this slides right in here. Nice little fines box. That's the first item I'll put into it. I like that. All right, I'm gonna see if I can top that. I don't know that I can top that one. Well, there's my next signal. Silver plated spoon. Of course, I always got oyster shells popping out and bones. But that was my next target. Let's move on. Well, this is kind of a mystery piece. It's got all these little prongs on the back of it. I'm wondering if at one time that was some kind of a saddle badge or attached to leather or a belt. Don't know. Probably never know. All right, let's keep going. Well, I stopped for a little break and I'm looking at this closer. I noticed with my scope, it does say sterling on it. If I can find it again. And it says number 7 also. See if I can get focused on it. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to read it. So I had to use my scope. There you can see the 7. The sterling is written on one of these little edges, and I had to use this to see it. But I'm just in awe. That's beautiful. That's the nicest looking thimble I've ever found. That has got a lot of fancy on it. All right, I am thrilled to that. Well, there's a surface find. Too bad the bottom's broken out. All right, let's keep going. Well, there's my next target. Top off a tube of something. I don't see any markings on this one. All right, let's keep going. Well, I started to have a what is that moment. Then I started looking at it closer. I'm pretty sure that is the wheel off a little train. Boy, I'd sure like to find the rest of the train. But I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Either that or it's off a car and it had some kind of a rubber tire on it. But my guess on that would be the wheel off a little metal train. That's pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. Well, anyone that watches my videos knows what that one is. It's a Durkee's cap. You can see the little glove on it. Okay, let's keep going. Well, that's a heavy one. Looks like a gear off some old camshaft. I don't know if it's off a tractor or what. You can see the lobe right here. I don't know. It's an oldie. Let's move on. Well, back out in the woods, I just had somebody's dog come running up on me and startle the hell out of me. Because I'm back in the thick stuff. But just found my first target. And here's what we got. First target, silver-plated spoon. All right, let's see what else we can find today. Well, there's my next target. Appears to be the top off a, like an upholstery tack. All right, let's keep looking. Well, I think I just made my find for the day. Surface find. Cork top. Philadelphia, PA, USA. Hires household extract for making root beer at home. Manufactured by the Charles E. Hires Company. Haha, that's an old one. I am liking that. Embossed on all sides. That is cool. That is definitely my find of the day. Well, there's my next find. Chunk brass. Not sure what it is or what it was for, but alright, let's move on. Well, there's my next target. Another spoon bowl. Alright, let's move on. Well, there's my next target. You can't see it very well, but it has some fancy around the edges of it. I'll have to clean it up better. But you can see that where there was a piece on there, it was either a brooch or a sash buckle. I don't know, I'll have to look at it closer when I get home. That's a pretty cool little find. Alright, let's move on. Well, there's a surface find. Some kind of a little saucer. Either for coffee or teacup or who knows. Alright, I'll keep that one. Well, if you look down here, this ground is just littered with glass back in here. And I just found another surface score. Look at that. It's a little pill bottle. I found one or two of these in here in the past, only as big as your finger. I am loving that. So I really like finding the old glass bottles. That one will definitely go home with me. No chips or anything. Cool. Let's keep looking. Alright, I just made a cool find. It says Grand Rapids Paper Box Company. Paper boxes. Grand Rapids, Michigan. And there's a little bit of fancy on this side. And a slot. I'm pretty sure that this was a little tape measure. Just a little promotional type of deal they'd give away. And that kind of gives it away, because there would be a coiled tape measure in there. That's my guess. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But it's definitely old, of course. Everything out here is old. But that wasn't even my signal. That popped out of the hole. There's still a signal in there. Alright, let's keep looking, see what we had. Well, that's the original signal I was chasing. But I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out what that picture is. And I can't quite tell. I can't tell if... I'm thinking it goes this way. But as to what it is, well, I don't really know. I might have to clean it up better, see if I can figure it out. It's fairly heavy. All right, let's move on. Well, I'm at it again, out here beating through the brush. I just got my first signal, and it's typical. Digging down under a bush and the ball jar lid. All right, let's see if we can find something good today. Well, this hole produced 3 oyster shells, a couple bones, and a iron spoon bowl. All right, let's keep looking. Do you see what I see? Now, this signal was about a 38, which is lower than a penny signal, but that looks nickel sized to me. Let me clean this up and we will see what we got. Well, what we got here is a big disappointment. Out of the hole now, it's ringing up 42 like copper, but it is smooth. I'm afraid what that is, looking at the edge, it's rounded on top and kind of sharp on the bottom, which tells me it's a punch out of maybe an electrical box or something. I worked in a shop long enough to be able to tell a slug when I see one. That's a disappointment. Boy, that's nickel size too. I thought for sure I had an old nickel here. All right, let's keep going. Well, I'm hitting an area that I've hit really hard. I'm just going back through it again because I keep finding stuff. And sure enough, a surface find. Little ink bottle. Something I can add to my collection. I've got about 3 or 4 different kind of ink bottles now. Cool. Found something today worthwhile. Let's keep going. Yeah, my first actual relic for the day. Half a harmonica reed. Just when I think I've got this area completely cleaned out, I'm coming across something else. All right, let's keep going. Well, there's my next find. It rang up like a nickel. I had to search for it too. Some decorative little corner. No idea what that's off from, but it's pretty fancy. All right, let's keep going. All right, do you see what I see? And it looks quarter size. What have we here? Looks like a token almost. Let me clean this up. We'll get back to you. Well, what are the chances of that? Grand Rapids Savings Bank. I just found one of these yesterday. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just found one of these yesterday, but it was about a quarter mile from here. Still on this property. 50 cents, good for $1 if you open a savings account. Grand Rapids Savings Bank. That is the exact same token. Wow. That's weird. All right. That might be my find of the day. I got 2 of them now. There's my next target. 270 Winchester. Live round. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, I had to really work for that one. It was way down there. But get it out of the ground. Let's move on. Well, I told my wife I was going to try to find gold today. I was close. Rings up too high for gold, but I'm guessing that's probably gold plated. Let me clean it up. It's got a pretty fancy design on it. Looks like it's part of a locket. Well, on the inside, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little picture of a lion, and it says warranted underneath. I can't see any other markings, but I'll have to clean it up better when I get home. I'm starting to think now that this is the back of a pocket watch, and probably a men's, a small one, because it's got a buck. Pretty fancy. That's a pretty cool find. I like that. All right, let's keep going. That one will definitely be cleaned up better. That'll go in my display case. Yeah, there's my next target. I'm pretty sure that's a curtain ring. Found a few of them out here. Little loop on the top. Nothing fancy on it. But I did just see this again. I think I'd found that before. No letter P. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, there's the next signal. I have dug a little bit of junk. This has some fancy etched on the back. Kind of cool. Alright, let's keep going. Well, this target rang up really high on the legend, like a 59. So I was thinking aluminum, and I'm pretty sure I was right. I'm thinking I got another token. Yep. Let me clean this thing up. I'll get back to you. Well, what we got is another Grand Rapids token. This is 962 Ottawa Avenue. I think it's Grand Rapids anyway. Then I cannot read the rest of it when I have to get home and clean it up better. This may be out of Holland, Michigan, but it's smooth on the back. Yeah, it's going to take some cleaning so I can figure out what it actually says there. If it's got a person's name or what. Cool. 2 token day. I was just about ready to hang it up too. Glad I stuck it out a little bit. All right. Got a nice high tone here. Doesn't sound like a ball jar. It sounds small. I'm hoping for Indian maybe. Let's see what we got. Well, you can see the glove on it. It's a Durkee's cap. Let's keep going. Well, you probably can't see it down there. It's getting a little darker out today, but I got a coin. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Take a look at it. I'll get back to you. Turns out it's not an Indian. It's a Wheatie, and I think it's a 1911. Kind of hard to tell out here. It's kind of dark out today, but I'll look at it when I get home. And all right, let's keep going. Yeah, there's my next target. It's a top off a little tube of something, but it's got a star on it. All right, let's keep going. Handball jar lid. I'm not going to be showing too much except for good stuff. The light's kind of bad out here right now. It's kind of dark and cloudy out, so it'll be the last junk you see probably. I'll get back to you when I find something good. Well, this one's pretty strange. It looks like a button, but it's not, round. It's not perfectly oval. It's all cracked up on the front. It rang up super high I thought silver at first, but now I'm not so sure. I'm wondering if it's in aluminum. But it looks like there might have been a shank right there. Huh. Just seems a little odd for a button. So I'm not so sure. I'm going to have to look at this one closer later. Try to figure out what it is. I thought there was a pattern on it, but that's all cracks. I don't know. That's a weird one. Might be a button. All right, let's keep going.